Hi, I'm Charla from Freezer Meals 101. Welcome to this week's edition of What's for Dinner. Now, this week was a little bit different because we had kind of a huge event in our family. One of our daughters went in for scheduled surgery, so she and I spent 2 days in the hospital and overnight. And that threw everything kind of out of whack. We actually had another one of our daughters had her birthday this week, but I was at the hospital, so we didn't even have the traditional birthday dinner where they get to choose what they want. So we're doing that this weekend. She has chosen beer can chicken, wild mushroom rice, and this like peanut butter and brownie trifle that I sometimes make. So I will probably not do videos of those because we are encroaching on Christmas, and I'm going to take a week or two off of the What's for Dinners after this one. But yeah, all that to say that our whole week was kind of thrown off balance. And so this will show you what we eat and how we use those freezer meals when things are a little bit challenging and when we really, really are thankful to have those meals in the freezer. So one of the meals that we had this week was good old-fashioned homemade chicken noodle soup. It's comfort food. It's like just what we needed. Just take the bag out of the freezer, put it in the crock pot, and then you, when it's cooked, when the chicken's cooked, you can shred the chicken, and then you add some egg noodles and just let those cook up. I added an extra Tetra Pak of chicken broth into that before I added the noodles, of course, and that was just a really nice dish because it's easy, it's crock pot, and like I said, comfort food, great for winter and great from when we're all feeling really tired. I've been getting up every 3 hours every night, all night, to do her medications and make sure I stay on top of her pain and, antibiotics and all of that. So I'm just totally wiped. I am exhausted. This video might take like 10 tries to get right, or I might just put it up as it is and you'll just have to bear with me and cut me some grace or cut me some slack. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so tired. Okay. You just might have to give me a little bit of grace this week as I am running on very little sleep. Another thing that we had this week was beef stew. Again, that went straight from the freezer bag into the crock pot. My crock pot has become my friend this week. And then near the end, I stirred in a little bit of cornstarch just to thicken that up. And that we had over rice. Then we had Italian sausage soup, which is, do you notice a trend? It's like soups and stews. All the things that you can cook quickly and that are super easy and comforting. So for that one, you just add some noodles. And now for that one, usually I add carrots into the bag right when I make it. But when I made that, it was kind of one of those last minute, oh, we have a little bit of sausage left, what can we make with it meals? So I did not add carrots at the time, and I just put a note on the bag to remind myself. So I did add some carrots into that and then added the pasta towards the end of cooking. That's always a really nice hearty soup, very, very good for winter. And again, really, really good comfort food, which was very needed this week. Now, I'm gonna be totally real with you and say that even with the freezer stocked full of easy freezer meals, on a week like this, we did order in pizza. Now, it wasn't me, it was my husband when I was sleeping over at the hospital. And yes, of course, he could have taken out a freezer meal and, made it and followed the instructions on the bag, and he is competent enough to do that. But we had really bad snowstorm the day of the surgery, and so he ended up having to drive my daughter and I in his 4x4 to the hospital. And so he was doing that and working and taking care of all the other kids and doing the running around. And he came to the hospital after her surgery to help me out. So he gets a pass on ordering pizza. So he did order pizza, and that was what we had, or what they had that night. And the last thing that we had this week was our barbecue shredded chicken. I think it's well established that our family likes that meal. Super, super easy. It's very easy the day you make it because it's got like 4 ingredients. So you just throw that all in your freezer bag and then take that, throw it into your crock pot again. So our crock pot got used a lot this week. And then you shred it up towards the end of cooking. And I just made a very, very quick coleslaw, served that on buns with the coleslaw, and that was it. So I did use the freezer meals to my advantage this week. I was so thankful to have them. They really made life a whole lot easier because I did not have to worry about feeding the rest of our family while I was taking care of our daughter. So surgery went well, we think. Thank you to those of you who were sending us your good wishes or prayers. We really appreciate those.
Popsicle.
I will be taking next week and possibly the week after from doing the What's for Dinner videos. If I'm organized enough and I do some Christmas baking, I will do a video of that because that all does go in the freezer and keeps really well. But if not, I will probably see you just after Christmas when I'm planning to show you how to make some freezer meals with those holiday leftovers. Anyway, you can check out the Christmas morning breakfast video right there. Hopefully that helps make your holidays a little bit easier. Thank you so much for joining me today, and happy cooking.